it was dark and people went about people went to bed, some went to pray, and then they started coming down from the trees, and then they now unleashed that mayhem that is now in the news.
Okay.
But I think people have a lot of people, like people are calling for how we should be very careful when we travel, when we move, and all that. Well, I think some of this is very important for us to look at.
All right, consider this, Charles. I begged Bode George not to go on exile after my 2023 victory.
Bode George is 80, so Tinubu sent a message of congratulatory message to him, a goodwill message. It was I even posted it on my Facebook page this morning when I read through that story that Bode George actually gave a threat that if Tinubu won the 2023 election, he was
going to go on exile
in Ghana. So I happen to be among people who have been asking, Baba, what do you say they do here now? So we didn't know. I didn't know till now that Tinubu.
Maybe did you think the news was not communicated to him
about that Tinubu won?
Yeah.
But you just heard now that he actually wanted to make good his the threat, but Tinubu said no go, Baba, no go. That we still needed him.
So we now all know
that what.
There was a victory.
There was a threat.
There was no exile.
There was Okay.
Okay. APC governors reaffirm support for Tinubu's efforts on tackling insecurity.
But before Unko, as they say before Unko, would they kick him? Would they kick his policies? But one thing has done that people are praising. He was supposed to go to South Africa for that international conference and all, but he decided to send the vice president to go over there so that he can remain here in the country. But again, for the optics, that was a good move for the optics actually. Yeah.
INEC disowns letter on PDP NWC meeting, AKT primary postponement.
I don't know why these letters are just flying here and there. This letter. There is also a letter that was purportedly written by the appeal court. This guy we discussed on Saturday last week, that was the one on rape cases. Baba, what's his name now? The Yoruba actor that had been released after 5 years in prison.
Okay,
I forgot his name now. It's a popular Yoruba actor.
I'm seeing the name. I can't.
Yes, I can't recall. I can't lay my hands on it. But
Baba
no.
Okay.
Baba Jebu, no, Baba Jebu. Baba Jebu, nothing. Anyway, sorry about that. But the man also said that the appeal court has done that, but they now came out to say no.
I trust the listenership.
They will let us know. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, you are not our member. Kogi ADC tells Dino Melaye.
Dino Melaye, but he has not declared for he still remains PDP. But they are all looking for safe. I can't call it safe haven. They are all looking for a place to birth. So they just want a platform to how do I say to aspire more. I understand that ADC, what's his name, Loretta Onoche. He's been making a lot of political statements saying that Delta State will root out APC and other party. ADC will root out Delta governor in 2027. That ADC has come to do what they couldn't do. I say congratulations to all of them.
The Onoche story is not here.
No. I know. I'm begging you.
Don't give.
No. But again, when we are
don't
talking,
give the listenership because somebody will latch on.
And we will let them know that it's not here. ADC is what brought about me just delving into that.
The Punch is next, and the lead story is here. Federal government states shut schools as terrorists abduct 215 Niger pupils.
Well, in the nation, I read 227, and then one other newspaper said 41 university schools shot. The other one said 47, so I wouldn't want to which one to believe. But schools have been shot, both by federal government, and then schools like Benue, Niger, I think Plateau is part of that. I can't remember. Some schools actually they've shut down schools. They're just preempting what could happen. But I think it's a good thing. But again, my problem is about this matter is that education is the one that will suffer. The children will suffer because we don't know how long it will take for them to return to school. So what happens to them while they are at home?
Hear this one. Niger Delta suffered because of personal interests. Jonathan.
Yes, I agree with him because he is saying that there are some projects that are common to the 9 states of the Niger Delta, including the 6 Aboriginal That's the one they call the Braid States Union with one Ondo, Abia and Imo. Yeah, making the 9. They said they have common project that because of each state wanting to do something that's on their own, that's how they left it. I remember when they just formed the South. They formed the Braid States Union. I mean, the 6 states of the 9 states that make the Niger Delta. They met first of all in Asaba to come up with how to take percentage from what they are getting to develop the Niger, including your state, including my state. Yeah. But because of intra-party differences, Oshomole then was in ACN. Then what was there? I can't remember the governor of Delta that hosted was in PDP. So because of all of them were not in single party, it was a problem. So that's exactly Jonathan look at all this and said, why don't we take away all our parties and know that it's the Niger Delta that has become, that's part of all, we are part of all, we are all part of it, and let's just, but again, that's why it's making the news.
Hear this one: heavy security at Sokoto prison over Nnamdi Kanu's arrival.
Yeah, Sokoto is foul. Where they kind of come for Abuja to Sokoto. And then they understand where his legal team, they are considering an option. This family, they are asking why take him over, because they will have they will have challenges visiting him. So imagine he has his family in Abia State, and then Abia State he wants to go visit him. You remember, you know what is going to take them to go to Sokoto? Well, I wouldn't know. Federal government, but whoever take decision to take him to Sokoto knows why. Knows how. I don't know why.
Okay, NAR, the National Association
of Resident Doctors.
Sets fresh conditions to suspend strike.
Yes, I think they've narrowed down to 7. But we were told that federal government, out of the 20 demands they made at NRO Day, the federal government has met 19, but they are saying no. But they're saying, no, that's not true. But they have now reduced it to 7, which, of course, they are asking. But they said they paid part of their allowances, not all. So I just hope that the parties will shield their sword in the manner of speaking, so that health will not continue to be a challenge for us here in Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay. Police dismiss kidnap rumor at Nasarawa school.
That's what they said, because rumor had been flying. The first one was in this one was not rumor. The one that happened about 225 girls, and then the pendulum swung to Niger State. Now people are now feasting on it, raising concerns. Anything you just pray now, people will just look at it now. No, but not many people will dig into it to say whether it's true or not true. So please be very careful what you share. If somebody sends you anything, ensure that that there's authenticity before you can share that, if you must share.
I do admit that citizen journalism is allowed, but we must.
But we have rules.
We have not rules. We should not make a meal of it.
At all.
Okay. Police recover body of boy who drowned in Edo community.
Yeah, this community is that. I think somewhere I've forgotten the place.
Far from your town.
It happened in Benin City, Benin Metropolis.
Okay.
But it happened since on the 7th of November that it happened. I don't know whether he went swimming. I don't know what happened. I couldn't really get the meat of the story, but they've been looking for him until I think he surfaced somewhere.
Yeah.
And then they said he must be the one that was drowned, that the family reported.
Okay, let's move to The Nation now. The Nation newspaper leads with this one. Finally, Nest Oil takes full possession of its headquarters after initial police defiance of court order.
Well, I missed that in the news. Congratulations to them. That's also that should be a promo news for them. So let them do something about that. Okay.
First Lady launches a National Environment Club Society.
Yeah. People are saying we are fighting. Now they do not today. Somebody even said that. Anyway, as you said, let me not veer off the main course. Let's leave it that way before people begin to
latch onto that.
Yes.
CPC. No, I beg your pardon. OPC distributes food cash to families of deceased members.
here in Lagos, or make it, well, OPC is nowhere else apart from Southwest. But that's good. At least let the members, family members of those who have crossed over to the great beyond, they know that means they are not going to be left without some comfort. So it's I think it's something good. It's something you need to cheer about, and I hope they continue with that initiative.
Okay, local governments have no excuse not to deliver, says Lagos Guba aspirant.
I agree, because they are getting more money. Some cases,
And
some
hopefully
states.
directly.
Yes, but I think it's Delta. Delta is the only state
is
for
leading.
now that is leading that. I don't know if Lagos State has fully transitioned to the autonomy of the local government, but because the constitution that is the problem is in Jones, because when you have ambiguity in the rule, in the body of law, on the one hand, you are saying that the local governments are supposed to be autonomous. That's on the one hand. On the other hand, you are saying there's a section in the constitution that places the supervisory role of the local government upon the states. Now, if you are saying somebody I'm supposed to supervise is autonomous, so where do you draw the balance? On the one hand, he's supposed to be away from my control. On the other hand, you are saying that he's under my supervision. So how do you define supervision? Put it line by, side by side with autonomy. So that's where some states are latching on that. They say, okay, yes, they are autonomous, but we are under our supervision. Except you expunge that, or you tweak that aspect of the constitution. Well, we will continue to have this problem of some states not abiding by
it. Charles, we had discussed this more than once.
Over. It's becoming tasteless.
Our problem is not constitutional, but attitudinal.
Attitudinal, and then the enforcers, those the drivers of the rule.
Yeah. Okay. Another story here is this one. Ogun launches program to boost food production.
Well, Ogun is leading. Ogun, they've got the land. They've got. I think Ogun has the largest number of. The largest concentration of industries in factories and all that in Nigeria.
Apart from tertiary institutions.
Apart from tertiary, they also have more tertiary institutions in Nigeria. They have a lot to offer this country in the south as the food basket. Well, I wouldn't call it food basket, but they have the land. The land is arable and all that, but we're not taking advantage of it. But now they are doing that. They have no excuse not to help us solve the food insecurity in this country.
Can you consider that Nigeria, the world's leading producer of yams, cassava?
Yeah.
And I dare add palm oil.
And I have a cocoa. I think second or first in West Africa also. But we have no reason to suffer.
No reason.
We have no reason. We've got
we talked about. I talked a while back about attitude.
Attitude, yes. Since oil came, we went mad, and then we've not recovered from the madness. In the manner of speaking, honestly.
As I always say, when you pour oil on troubled waters.
What do you pour on troubled oil?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we call it oil back home. Oh yeah.
You are supposed to pour common sense.
Yes.
Which is not common.
Yeah.
The Tribune is here. Breaking: federal government orders closure of 41 federal unity colleges over insecurity.
Yeah, the current story it is. We discussed that earlier.
Okay. Shetima departs Abuja to represent Tinubu at G20 summit.
I also mentioned that. Of course, it was good that Tinubu decided to opt out because it would have been sensitive of him, where your home is burning, and then you decide to go over there to go meet other people. So I think, as I said, it's a good move. But let's hope that he's staying back would help us in a way to do something about this insecurity.
Alleged genocide. America's gunboat diplomacy will complicate our security challenges. Professor Alkali.
I don't know about that gunboat diplomacy. I have no idea what it means.
Tinubu directs defense minister to move to Kebbi over schoolgirls abduction.
But when I read that story, this is the way I personally feel about it. It is good. Move over there. It is the Minister of Defense go over. Maybe his presence there may spur them on. I wouldn't know. This is not the first time. Remember when Buhari took over, he ordered the Inspector General of Police to move to Benue. We've called that story that he never did, or even when he did, we actually didn't get the gains of his redeployment over there. Not redeployment actually, his movement over there. So I hope that Bello Matawale is going to Kebbi. Whether it may help us to forestall or reduce to the barest minimum, whatever is happening there, the activities of they never do well for society over there.
See another story here.
Please.
Tribute to Osanyade, man who saved Nigeria from Lawrence Anini.
Osanyade. Osanyade.
So
it's God that owns the day. It's God that tells you what to happen tomorrow today. It's not Osanyade, sir. Because when you correct me on Akwa Ibom, your ethnic name, sorry, Ibibio, I think I can also correct you on Edone, sir.
Is this Ibibio or Ibibio?
Okay, Ibibio. You just corrected me now.
Oh.
Osanyade. But which Osanyade is this?
Pari now.
Oh, same Pari, yeah. Same Pari, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know you also had Osanyade that was in the bank that time. That also, okay, that was Osanyade of Ondo. The unwind in Ondo. Onwa people in Ondo State.
Islamic State-linked rebels killed 89 civilians in East Congo attacks. UN.
But they're everywhere. Congo. I never heard of ISWAP in Congo.
You've heard now.
Now I've heard, which means they are spreading.
And
they've left the Sahel.
You are wondering which of the Congos, Congo Leopoldville or Brazzaville. It's Leopoldville.
Okay.
That's DRC.
And DRC is the Kinshasa.
And now,
and which
DRC
was Zaire.
Is different.
Zaire, whatever. Then the other one is Libreville.
Congo Democratic Republic.
Yes. This is in Kinshasa. Then the Congo Brazzaville and the Congo Libreville is the Congo Republic. There's no democratic in the
Brazzaville. Libreville.
Sorry, Brazzaville. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, this now Atlas of those long man Atlas. Now they know this.
Okay. Tinubu deeply saddened by killings in Nigeria. Federal government.
If he's saddened, I hope his sadness will help him to help us procure peace, lasting peace in this country. It should be more than just sadness, honestly, but that's fine. At least it's a way to start.
All right. Oh dear. Another story here. Tinubu Oni gave governors hail Olabode George at 80.
I mentioned it earlier. It was that good part of the good message. He mentioned that that he was the one that said, "Baba, am I anywhere? Ejoko, sir."
Sibimbai.
Yes, Ejoko Sibimbai. Am I lost anywhere? Am I lost because?
Okay. Niger school attack. Plan to discredit Tinubu's government. Senator Karimi saying that.
I will not defer from that, Citizen Jones. Because yesterday I took a catalog of the happenings, 2014, 2015. Now, the script that was written and acted by when they discredited the government of Jonathan is replaying itself right now. When you look at it, it's the same thing that's happening towards the election. Now, the 2027 elections are upon us. Look at what happened. 2014, 2015 was upon us that time. Exactly the same script. The Chibok girl script, this one, bombing of this one. It is the same script that is playing out as we speak. So question is, who are the people writing and acting this script? That they have to take up their script every time that is close to election year, the eve of election. It's the same script. I took time. That was why yesterday I had to repost President Jonathan said, God, these people, the blood you are sharing and all that. It's a replay of that same script. The elements of what took place at that time, you can find them in this current situation. As though the people who are disgruntled, who maybe things are not getting to them, Is it possible that they are the ones who are now doing all this? I don't know.
One short cut to what you just said is to ask you, don't you know there are people in this country who don't like this country?
Yes, of course. To them,
the
exactly.
country must go
to blazes.
Go to hell.
Yes. They are here both south and north, not just in the not
25 minutes past 7, that's the time, and that's radio time from Voice of the People FM 90.3 FM. Newspaper headliners here. The Guardian next. Lead story. Federal government closes 41 unity colleges over abduction of students.
Yeah.
It's a wise thing to do.
Exactly. But it's a wise thing, as I said. But again, first of all, in circumstance, and then as a stopgap measure to forestall what the unforeseen. I think it's a stopgap, which is good. But how long will it last remains a question that all of us are going to be pondering over.
Nollywood actress elected Anambra chairman of
AAC. Yes.
Yeah, praises Showore.
Yeah. I saw the lady. I read the story. James, I said, I'm sorry, this story was so hollow. If not for Showore, this story should not be the headline at all. Because there's nothing in that story when I read it.
Okay.
For the fact that even the actress is not a popular actress, I looked for her name. I was using binoculars to search the name whether I could attach her, but I couldn't. Then, so I think because Showore is a very prominent media person that was able to adapt news. It is someone that made the news, not even that actress also. But it's okay. I wish them well. Let them develop their AAC in Anambra. I wish them well over there.
Okay. We have this one. Verb Life harps on wellness, fitness for customers. This is an advertorial.
That's advertorial for you.
La CEPA maps out strategies against cholera outbreak.
Here, La CEPA is the Lagos agency.
Yeah.
Lagos State
Environmental
Emergency
Protection Agency.
Okay.
No, Environmental Protection Agency.
Okay. Yeah. But you have like FEPA in those days of federal government. Okay. But cholera, a cholera trust where environment is dirty. I think we need to also look at that because there's so many places you go to neighborhood in Lagos. I can't stay in those places as just. I don't want to mention names.
Water, drinking impure water.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Most of these things are avoidable.
They are avoidable.
If you ask me.
They are avoidable.
But Nigerians have left these things
and they become normal
for God.
Okay. And they become normal.
And you hear we left them for God. Okay, let's see what Daily Post has for us. Terrorists kidnap 215 pupils, 12 teachers from Niger Catholic School as tension escalates.
Mm-hmm. And I think 12 teachers, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the state government is still wondering how that happened. Particularly as, do you know the other one, the one that happened before this one, the one in Kirby? It happened not up to a week before this one happened. So they're now wondering, shouldn't there have been a beef up of security around those areas?
Alleged Christian genocide. U.S. Secretary of War used to be of defense, so you remember. Peter Hegseth meets Nuhu Ribadu.
And I understand that Tinubu has praised Nuhu Ribadu. Is 65 years old. I think he closed his 5, so he praised him. Also praised him for how he's representing us over there. But they are saying that what they are telling Tinubu, that Secretary of War is telling our government that we are doing so little in this. We should do more. So they are urging us to do more. And I also join him to ask us to do more. Let's do more.
Insecurity, CAN calls for closure of schools.
It's happening now. It's happening. Maybe Kwara. And okay, Kwara in that? Is Kwara on that list? I can't recall because I read through the story. The list of states where schools have been closed.
ACF at 25. Atiku Abubakar urges leaders on unity, address insecurity. But
if you ask me, this is my personal opinion of Citizen Jones. ACF, PANDEF, what's the other one? Are they actually representing the interest of the people that they say that they claim to represent. If this ACF were to represent, or what have they been doing in order to ensure that they also add their voice to insecurity in the north? What are they doing? So they just call themselves pressure group and yeah.
All right, 7:30. That's our time from here. VOP 90.3 FM on the dial. Newspaper headliners coming. Still on. 774 NNPP members defect to APC in Kano.
But what is happening to our brother and friends party, Dipo Layoko, our general? Because we chat almost on the daily. I will put it to him. We say, in my tell you that those ones they are singing, you know, they have it was those ones maybe not just those what do you call that grade? They are grade 10, not even grade 1. But I think Kwankwaso himself is part of the problem of this party. At the time, you were fiddling with the idea of joining Tinubu in AP. What is that not why they said they eased out Ganduje to pave the way for him to return to come and work with Tinubu? So if you have formed a party and the party is doing well in the manner of speaking, you are able to claim a state as important as Kano State, and you had members in at National Assembly. What are you looking for in another party? So I'm not surprised that there's this defection over there, because if the man who is the promoter of that party is not even, we don't know where he belongs, whether he's dining with the APC or not, we don't know. So should I blame his followers?
To those who blah 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 more will be taken.
In the Bible, no, those who have more will be taken. That's what the Bible says. Yes. So APC wants to take more from there.
Okay. 2027, APC ready to reclaim Oyo? Ex-Senate leader Folarin is saying that.
Well, I wouldn't know, because I understand that Sheyi Makinde has really done a lot in planting.
The elector is the king.
Yeah, planting PDP, but I'm not too sure of that, because APC, Southwest has a way of voting. This Omoluabi politics, Omowane and all that, it has not left us. It has not left us. Even right now in Osun State, Adeleke is also neither here nor there. It's also looking for a platform, because PDP.
No, I hear Adeleke is flirting with the Accord party.
No, we also hear is also flirting with ADC, because the other day Aregbesola went to him to say, let's bury the hatchet and bury the machete, and let's see how we can work together. So
troubling is that in politics, when they buried the hatchet, the handle is still up.
And that is the cutlass, the machete in it. So we wish them well, all of them.
Yeah, you are not our member. Kogi ADC tells Dino Melaye.
So that's another person.
That's how it works in my country. That's how we roll.
So most of them who are PDP, we don't know whether they're PDP wherever they are now. So we are looking for where they are going to be anchoring their support base.
Okay. ASU strike, NLC to meet as ultimatum ends today.
They should meet too. They should meet and very, and federal government should do something about it.
It is not what you're looking at. That's important. Yeah. It is what you are seeing.
What you're seeing.
It is not meeting. That is
very more important. It is the outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the agreement and all that. Let it be beneficial to both parties.
Okay. Kebbi government pledges full support to military for safe rescue of abducted schoolgirls.
Yes, let it happen. Let it happen.
Yeah. I guess we have no choice.
No, we have no choice at all.
Lagos police arrest woman with pistol on Badagry Expressway.
I don't know. I missed that in the news. That's the Daily Post, right?
A woman with pistol openly.
Until I read that story before I know whether it was. Whether be planted on her or whether she bought. You know, sometimes there's a guy who said he bought all this Tokumbo stuff, Tokumbo items, and he saw a pistol in one of them. He didn't know, but is he part of that?
Is he answering questions?
I wouldn't know.
Okay, Benue police rescue 6 trafficked children, detained suspects. Detaining suspects is okay, but what happens?
What happened after that time? Would they be prosecuted and then justice comes to those to those children?
I doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
Daily Trust is here. 215 students, 12 staff kidnapped in Niger, according to the Christian Association.
Yes, recurring story.
Cost of eggs, bread push Nigerians to cheaper options. What are the options?
What's the option for egg? Bomo? Bomo is also very, very expensive. No, Bomo can be. Bomo can be.
If you ask somebody at the bus stop, what's the option for egg? You go tell you fowl.
But the fowl, they need to lay the egg now.
Have we determined?
I wouldn't know.
Have we determined which one came first?
No, fowl.
The egg or
no,
the
no,
fowl?
no. We say let there be, and you add fowls on the air. And is this say? We didn't hear the Bible where they say eggs.
Ew. Okay, has justice truly been served in the verdict of Nnamdi Kanu? That's a poser here.
I wouldn't know.
From-
I don't know. It depends
from
on.
the
It
Daily
depends on.
Trust.
It depends on what side you belong. If you are for pro IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, you will say no. If you are saying those people who at some of the businessmen in the East that say glory be to God. Because somebody spoke to somebody at the they say some people say glory be to God though, that we can now have a self-release. So it depends on
But
where you
has
where you
anybody
belong.
talked to you about his intemperance?
Is there everywhere? Is there particular? I mean, twice now, 3 times. What about the other one? Was okay? The other one asking the judge, you don't know the law. Where is the law? Motor show me the law. God will punish you forever. Not that. So, but I think, like somebody said, it should have been less vicious, and then see maybe perhaps if it had been less vicious, maybe they may have. Just I'm also sure quoted the Bible to say, though you merit the death sentence, but the Bible
Because,
says you can grant you mercy.
Because death sentence is becoming
It becoming
unpopular.
popular, and then of course you see also say if you can't give life, you can also take life. Maybe if it had been less vicious, I don't know. Maybe he could have got more that he got today. That's the way I see it actually.
Okay, this day newspaper is here. Coscharis produces electric buses for Abia.
Okay, that's fine.
Cosmos Maduka, right?
Yes, and it's intelligent from Anambra State, but it's well, we're all Nigerians.
He's a businessman.
Yes, business. And I please permit me again to say that what Lesotho is doing over there, because if I hadn't visited Abia State, I won't be saying this. A lot of things are happening there in a positive direction, and I like this one he just did. Because, do you know that he's right? Is Koshari's not Koshari? His innocent motor he drives, so we learned. Most of the because some of the commissioners that came to
even
that
the Anambra governor.
yeah, most of the commissioners, 2 or 3 commissioners that came to that for that summit that did I spoke with, but they also drove innocent vehicles there. So I'm happy. I'm happy that that's happening.
Okay. More stories in this day newspaper. Idris, let's unite and jointly fight insecurity.
Which Idris is this? Plenty Idris.
That's why
You have to read the
the
paper.
listener is advised to go out there, buy the paper, and know this. Get the news firsthand. Second-hand information.
Yeah,
will be-
exactly. It's not at all.
DSS moves Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto prison. That's another story. Segun Awolowo's death, national tragedy. Senate president.
They say he's been ill for a while. And I
He's
think the
been
last time
down
was
for a
the
while, yeah.
CEO of either Nigerian Export Promotion Council or Nigeria Investment Promotion Commission. I can't remember which of them he was a CEO over. Which of course I understand he did well over there by running the place like a corporate body, not a civil service setting. May so rest in peace.
Shetima to represent President Tinubu at G20 Leaders Summit in South Africa.
Yes,
Yeah.
recurring.
NSA felicitated by President. NSA is 65,
At 65,
years.
yes.
Yeah.
Ribadu.
What about this story? Abia lawmakers Abia lawmakers' broken head defies explanation.
One lawmaker.
Lawmakers, one.
Okay.
Apostrophe.
Okay.
Yes.
I missed the story in the news. I didn't come across that at all.
Okay. Turaki and the call for intervention. That's an opinion.
Yeah, the one we mentioned it earlier before we started the show.
Governor Eno to disloyal aides, throwing towel now.
Oh yes, yeah. We show you the, but how disloyal is.
Well,
should I talk? Should I say what I disagree with him about?
The governor has given.
But actually, he appointed them. He appointed them actually, so he can hire and fire.
Oh yeah, every governor has the power to hire and fire, like the president.
Yes.
Okay. Oyebanji, government at 3.
Okay, his own government at 3.
Okay.
I know elections are coming next year for them. What that will make it the 4th. That's the Ekiti. Ekiti is next. No, is Ekiti after Anambra? Ekiti should be next.
Yeah,
but that's next year.
No.
Oshun? No, not Oshun. No, it's Oshun.
Oshun.
Oh, Oshun this year.
Next year.
Next year. Okay. After Oshu Ekiti.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there are about 7 states that
scatter
you have.
The elections.
Yes, scatter. They call it scatter. They call it off season or off cycle.
Off cycle.
Exactly. Off cycle. Yeah.
Yeah. I have in this day Turaki and the call for intervention.
But isn't that for me? This is a rhetorical question. Isn't that irresponsible for a leader to be calling on leaders for another country to come and take over your country? I mean, meanwhile you want PDP to take over in 2027, but you're asking another president to come and take over or to come and interfere in the affairs of your country.
You want us to interrogate that a little?
Then that's why I say it's a rhetorical question. Actually.
You know, political parties set rules guiding them.
Yes.
But they won't play by those rules.
Yes.
They won't play by those rules. I think the listener needs to understand that the PDP, like other parties, say delegates that will be eligible to vote at a national convention must be thrown up after state next.
Next, yeah, exactly. From the world to the state.
17 states, only 17 PDP states took delegates to Ibadan out of 36.
Is that not part? Is the Turaki story is part of what you're discussing at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
okay.
The listener can hold on at this and
let him or her hold on. Hold your peace. Okay then. I think we are done. Yeah, with the papers. Now let's hand over the microphone to you, the listener. Please, 60 seconds should be enough for you to tell us what you have to. Hello, good morning. Charles, we have a first listener.
All right.
Hello, good morning to you.
Are you there?
Okay. Maybe we are doing a little something.
Maybe it's our fault here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's actually talking. Okay, no, so. Okay, please just call back. Call us back. We're trying to fix the challenge. We're actually hearing from the phone, but you are not on air. So I'm sure we'll just call back if you can, so that let them fix it. Okay.
We'll fall back.
Yes, it's better now. You can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Thank
My name is Chris Wine, calling you from Washington. The city in the center of Unified. Now, what I want to like to talk about the governor of Kebbi State said, and now to that is the at that place, the military posted to do that to leave that area. So this is very important information to the military. What should they leave before they say terrorists very well. I think we get it fighter solutions from there. Why should they use that sport at that moment? And then finally.
Okay, finally,
yes,
I answer this, yeah.
Finally, after studying to Trump's speech, this will escalate more than as it is before. Good morning.
Okay, I deliberately avoided because you didn't mention it about the man complaining that about 2 hours before the invasion of those that they withdrew the military from security people. Why would they do that? An hour before that time.
It was said they had an advanced intel.
So I because you didn't mention that, so I didn't want to go there.
All right, another listener is there. Good morning. Are you there? Welcome.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Sending material to PDP state. I think that is a sad decision move. The president is commander in chief. Material is not the commander in chief. What material is going to do in PDP state? What is material is going to do in PDP state?
As the minister,
he's the minister of defense.
As the minister.
The minister of defense is the commander in chief.
But
What is the chief of army staff? What is the chief of army staff? So you can really you should have said that you will back everybody. Minister of defense. The minister of defense of state. So in fact it's a very ugly move. I know how like that. We keep the check and planning to the G20 as South
But if you must know, in the hierarchy, Minister of Defense is higher than Chief of Army Staff.
Oh yeah,
it's higher.
I hope he knows.
So you send a higher authority there. So I mean, for me, he shouldn't have done any other thing. The higher authority must go there first because the minister, all the service chiefs, they report to the minister first of all before the president.
Yeah, Charles, just to remind the listener, the line is free now. Which story or stories caught your fancy? How would you want to react to it or to them? Let's get your buy-in. 60 seconds should be enough for you to do that. I welcome the next listener. Good morning.
Good morning, and Charles. Good morning, online.
Good morning.
We continue to support illegality in this country. Matter what minister is a junior minister. What happened to minister for state? Minister for defense, where is he? Matter what the governor of the state, you know what the governor said? How he was blocked the terrorists. And maybe you can deny the identity. The current governor of the state.
When you say you people, who are these you
not
people?
Us.
You say activities in Jones. I mean you.
So you have not said anything.
Please don't.
But why would you?
I will not take that.
I don't know. I said we are journalists. We cannot manufacture news, sir. With due respect.
The journalist is not the news.
When we have no. I don't know what.
Another listener. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Romy. I think I will take the one from Niger kidnapping, the Catholic school.
Okay.
Kidnapping 215 students from where to where. If you count 215 people on the road, so no security people waiting that area, that 215 people should be taken from the school and bring them inside the bush. Nobody saw them, nobody reacted, nobody did anything. I think if we are not ready to tackle this people that is causing problem in Nigeria, let the president resign. Thank you.
So he expects me to parrot that.
I don't talk again.
It is your personal opinion. Hello, good morning to you.
My name is Achima. I'm calling from Ikutu.
Welcome.
Thank you. Because by the way, Congress said Nigeria should do more. I want to ask if Nigeria do anything, those of doing more in security level, I'm not saying it okay. Thank you.
It's an advice. Is that U.S. Secretary of the War that told our president and our country that we should do
one
more.
Of the stories, yeah. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome.
My name is Ikiri Josh.
Welcome.
You can see the Minister of State Defense, Makalame. He was expecting Ogagas at the airport as if he was happy with what happened in Kebbi State. These people have gone there to sympathize.
Hold on.
He was expecting what?
It was
He's expecting Ogagas. He was expecting Ogagas as if he's coming for a state visit. This is what you do when you come for a state visit. It's not when you are going for condolence or to fact-finding visits. He was there taking salute from the military, working as if it's the president. What kind of, look at what even the president governor of our state accused him of, that he was harboring bandits in government house in Guzo. It's stated. It's not denying it.
Read the story. Have you read the story?
Story am I reading that State Minister of State
Reacting to.
What I'm reacting that the president sent the first minister to Kebbi State. That's what I'm reacting to. It's not part of your news this morning.
Read the details. Is that in the story? Please read the story.
The thing is that I said this inspection of quarter guard is normal. It's a normal practice. When you send a minister of defense to a place, he will be welcomed. He will be welcomed
the
first.
idea behind sharing newspaper headliners is to encourage the listener
To go read the details.
Yes, and stop second guessing.
And if you don't buy, you can read it online. What I'm even saying is a minister of defense or minister of state, you are visiting a place, then they are welcoming you. It's a normal practice to be welcomed.
Guard is arranged in your honor.
So you will say
I?
No. It even follows the. That's the way it goes.
The man thinks you are defending the defensible. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Come out of the bedroom. Come to the parlor. Yeah.
I'm already in part of the decision.
Okay.
Yes, so on the story about socialist producing vehicles for Abia State,
Yes.
I think it's a very important thing. Another issue the other booster our income generating portable. Something I thought in this statement I just said when they say partnering with innocent. All that agencies and parasitic please emulate Abia State in this area. On the allegation of what I did that incidents in Kwara and Kebbi were carried out in order to ready this government work 2027. I think what goes around comes around. It happened in 2015 against the matter. And for the camp that is asking that if the slave because of insecurity, well, good and fine, but I'm thinking that if they icing up security around the state, especially area civilians, it will be better. Closing down the schools, it's like you are telling the insurgents of that you are actually
60 seconds up. Thank you. We got you.
Can I quickly say something here that some of us who have lived almost all our lives in the south, we don't understand the terrains of the north. But people say, what can you go carry people from Agege to Sulere? How can people know? It's not there. It's not like that over there.
I'll take the last but not least voice here. Good morning. Welcome.
The only thing I think for now is that Trump should come in.
What? React to a story. What story are you? No. React to a story. Which one?
Allow me to land.
No. You will not.
You are not here.
You won't even take off.
We didn't mention not to come in any.
You won't
the headline.
even take off.
Which of the headlines exactly? That's what we asked you.
Charles, we are done.
So what I want to before I leave, people should understand that the terrain of the north is different from the terrain of the south. It's almost impossible for you to carry people from Sulere student to Keja or to without being so. But over there, you might pass one locality. It will take you about 20 kilometers before you get to another one. So usually it's easier for them to do more of this thing there because of their terrain. It's different. We are here, the density here, how many people per kilometer? It's not there over there. Because the man is wondering, how can you carry 215 children, nobody seeing you? It can happen because of the way they are structured over there. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Charles,
Yes.
also to add, the listener is giving the advantage of the headliners, just so
you can go and read the
buy
body,
the papers,
body
read the story, swat the story,
and be well informed.
Be well informed and educated.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Charles. So see ya. Bye bye now.
Radio station is supposed to inform,
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique, that is women, black women.
educate,
So what you need to do now is go to www.
and also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
Dear valued listeners, we believe in free speech, but with freedom comes responsibility. We like to remind you to be mindful of the power of your words and the impact they can have on others. As members of Voice of the People community, it is crucial that we foster an environment of respect as we desire a healthy discussion and diverse opinions. So, how do you contribute to a more responsible and informed dialogue? 1. Fact check before you speak. Take time to verify the information you intend to share. 2. Respectful language. Choose your words thoughtfully and avoid derogatory or offensive words. 3. Encourage a healthy debate. 4. Lead by example. As a listener, you also have a powerful voice. To be part of the conversation, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 or send a WhatsApp message to 0817 175 6338. For all marketing and sales inquiries, please call 0912 666 9908. Words have power. Use them wisely.
It's about that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
Your voice, my voice. Our voices must be heard.
As long as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more. Tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now you have a voice. Speak up.
24 hours a day. 52 weeks around the calendar. We give you in-depth analysis and keep you up to date. From current news to critical mind-blowing conversation.
Many Nigerians in some of the states already hit by the cash crunch express frustration in accessing cash.
They need to tell us where team go see benefit then.
We are the voice of the nation. We are Voice of the People, 90.3 FM Lagos. Feel the impulse of our diverse perspectives. This is the radio station that gives you a voice. VOP 90.3 FM, now you have a voice. A radio station is supposed to inform,
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique, that is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to www.
And also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
Hello, this is your good radio pal, Citizen Jones Hussein, with the Voice of the People VOP Radio 90.3 on your dial. Join me, Citizen Jones, every Saturday 7 to 8 a.m. on newspaper headliners and 8 to 9 on Citizen Jones This Morning. I'll be sharing 2 solid hours of compact radio with you. Keep the date, Saturday 7 a.m. to 9.
You want use person do money? Kill him!
Sit fire for here. Put on for in there. Go now. Yes, you're not going to find better work do. Now Yahoo, they're going to do. Go now. Stop!
That person where you won't born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You uncle, we follow for the crowd they look where then they born person. You no stop them. If they do you like film, abi? Your hands self no clean. No. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am, and those wey just don't look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
Hello folks, time to step into our second offering for this morning. It's called Citizen Jones This Morning. What we do is simple. We interrogate issues that get thrown up by my country, your country. And these issues, they come at the speed of thought. You know, before you blink, another one is here. So today I'm looking at political bedlam. Factional PDP chairman calls Trump and others for help. Okay, in a time of man-made political turmoil like we're experiencing at the moment in my country, the words of the first German chancellor and theorist Otto von Bismarck comes to mind. He said, politics is not an exact science. And he goes on to add, politics is the art of the possible, the next best. Of course, this statement highlights or focuses on the achievable practical goals rather than idealistic ones. Okay. These are challenging times for political parties, especially of the opposition bent. The show of shame at the PDP headquarters the other day, on Tuesday, was as avoidable as it was something we expected to happen. The factional chairman, Taminu Turaki, called out to President Donald Trump and Western leaders to come over immediately to Nigeria to save our democracy before it spirals out of control. Now, the sentiments which mark of populism, populism is a crass, populism and crass opportunism are meant to appeal to the unthinking and non-discerning. It's aimed at splitting opinion in the public space. We desire to interrogate it. The problem within the PDP was provoked by the party. The factionalization of the PDP is not a Nigerian problem, an internal one. It's an internal problem. The U.S. ambassador, for instance, Richard Mills, lives and works here, so he understands the way of our political leaders who are carpetbaggers. So let's broach this self-inflicted mess. Let me announce that my discussant this morning is the educationist and national affairs analyst. Will meet and greet again for the second week running Dr. Moses Adebayo. Moses, I greet you. Good morning to you.
Oh, I greet you, the great citizen. Always a pleasure in your presence and to inform, educate, and as many people listening right now. Thank you very much, sir.
Political bedlam. Factional PDP chairman calls Trump and others for help. That's what we're looking at.
Well, brilliant prologue. Very incisive, very, very tact in your way. Anyway, it's part of your system of doing things. But something comes to mind readily, and on the one hand, it's quite funny, but it's anecdotal. Let me say it this way. I remember when one footballer from Cameroon then, he went with so much expectations, Eric Jimba, to Man United, a very great club side. And at the end of the day, because he flopped, he lost many things. He didn't just live up to expectations. At the end of his when he left Man U, there was this piece written by some Cameroonian journalists that as if it's not poor enough bearing one person that bears Jimba. Now what are they going? If I put it side by side with what has just happened, what Turaki what's it now just said, Tamino, as if it's not shameful enough for us to call America or anybody now to come and help us curb insurgency, insecurity.
But do you let me akin to the Jemba thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have heard that our coach says we were knocked out by DR
you know what, Citizen Jones,
because of voodoo.
Anyway,
so when people will not
think, they just not think critically,
take responsibility,
mm-hmm.
they begin to advance anything.
That's a very good platform for that. See, as if it's not bad enough, as I was saying, for us to think of when we have our army, whether on land, on air, in the sea, whatever. Yet we are now, to make it even more shameful, we are not even calling for what should be a routine house cleaning. It's an internal thing.
If Trump comes now, what does he do?
No, to put the house of the PDP in order, because this is clearly an internal affair.
PDP or Nigeria?
No. I mean, he's speaking for as the capacity of the what do you call now, factional chairman of the PDP. Because when he said it on air, I was just thinking that this is the sound of a disgruntled politician. Of course, he was as in shouting as do something we was under duress.
Like he had a megaphone.
Really, and it's embarrassing to say the least. It's a disgruntled voice I heard that day.
Moses, let's split the thing down for the listener. As you speak, there are listeners who would say yes. he was right to. But again, political parties set the rules to run their parties. These are internal.
In fact,
rules.
you are taking me.
Hold on. The rule in the PDP, as I imagine in other parties, is for any delegate to come to the national convention.
True.
State NEC has to organize.
NEC, you mean National Executive Committee now? Okay.
In the state must organize their own elections.
True.
To bring up the delegates who would go for the convention. Out of 36 states, PDP had only 17.
And that means about 19 were missing.
So at that point, is it a Nigerian problem?
It is not even a Nigerian problem. It is simply a PDP affair. Now,
Governor Makinde's PDP announced the sacking of some prominent members.
The current Fayose, the current executive chairman, secretary now,
Anyanwu, and many others, and the Wike faction
retaliated. They fired their salvo back. Yeah.
So is that a Nigerian problem?
It is. I insist, it's a PDP affair, and I'm driven to just say this because, as I said, I have many listening just to be educated. This is simply a government 101 issue. What's a political party? PDP, yes, a political party. Even if they boast that they are the largest in Africa, and sometimes I wonder I've gone through certain things I found out from research. I don't think there's any Nigerian party that can boast. If not, I'm not talking of some pseudo reports they give out there that can boast of 500,000 membership.
And in the build-up to the convention at Ibadan, court pronouncements came.
True.
Perhaps a third court pronouncement was provoked by former governor of Jigawa.
Talking of the current minister?
The man who wanted to be chairman of the party.
I'm trying to name
foundation
now.
Member.
I think I remember along the way.
A foundation member of the party went to the headquarters of the PDP at Abuja. I want to purchase the form.
True. He was denied.
And he was denied. True. Is that a Nigerian problem?
It is still an in-house problem for PDP. Now, I was saying this. The Nigerian Constitution between sections 221 and 229 recognize the fact that there shall always be political parties. And there are many things they outline. Their features. There must be organization, widespread. They must have their manifesto, their ideology. PDP meets all this. Fine. And because we practice a presidential system, there is also a provision in our constitution, section 130 of the 1999 constitution as amended. There shall be the office of the president that must be qualified, must be of sane mind, must be above 35, and on and on. So they meet all this. And over the years, PDP have been in power. They've been in power at least for 16 years, even if they boasted that they were going to be there for 60 years plus. But they were there for 16 years. I will pardon PDP if for the first 4 years of being in the opposition, they didn't underline what it meant to be in the opposition. I'm talking of after 2019. But from then on, I will not cut them any slack.
And begs the question, will opposition translate to an election is coming, so we must step into the ring?
Election is not the only reason political parties exist. They exist for so many reasons as I've outlined. And every party, if what being called a party, even when other issues that come up in the nation, they always come in, not only for elections. I think PDP was only built for capturing power. Yes, that's the essence of being a political party, because it's on that platform you ride on. You ride on that platform to gain power, political power.
Labour Party, is like the new kid on the block. The party is hardly 5 years.
They flatter to deceive.
It's having teething problems.
They flatter to deceive. I won't lie.
But Labour is not asking anybody from outside.
No. See, as they will say, if I use the Yoruba parlance, PDP really is acting like an agbaya. An agbaya that doesn't, an adult that's behaving like a kid.
Mind your language.
No, for real. Because this is a party.
No, mind your language.
Okay, fine. A party that should ordinarily know what to do. Labour
as a
and
senior
others.
Boy.
Okay, fine. Okay, if that is more temperate. If Labour should now teach PDP, though they are not doing that right now, as I interjected earlier that they flattered to deceive in 2023. We felt they were going to do more, but they couldn't put their house in order. But let this be known. Going back to those we copy now, only that we are not copying them very well, the United States. in a presidential system of government, as we have in Nigeria and as they have over there in their, as we always say, their United States, the opposition there is not official, unlike in a parliamentary system where there is an official opposition, whereby the lead, every role you play in the cabinet system, I mean parliamentary now, you have a counterpart, as in shadow counterpart. The prime minister, who is the leader of the party, has a shadow person for every caster now. The current PM in Britain, there is a Kemi Badenoch. When John Major was prime minister in Britain, there was a certain Tony Blair who was on the other side. So there is always a counterpart. A shadow finance secretary is the counterpart of the real finance secretary. But in the presidential system of government, there is nothing official. But it does not rule out opposition. Check out the American system, which is a presidential one. At every point in time, the party in the center will always have someone also, not even someone now, even the other party who's out of government, always tackling them. An average American president goes out there to give a State of the Nation address, or maybe even read anything. Almost immediately, there will be a rebuttal from the opposing party. Because Democrats...
The opposition keeps the government's toes to the fire.
And it's a skill they have acquired over the centuries. And you don't even need centuries to acquire this. That's why I said PDP from scratch, when they came together in the G34 in 1998 and blossomed into a party in 1999, they only learned how to capture power, not to play the opposition.
All right, let me drop this. Next door, we have Cameroon. You have heard the opposition leader in Cameroon has declared himself president to counter 92-year-old Paul Biya,
who has been in power for 43 years and counting.
So Cameroon should shout to Western world, come and help us.
As much as I don't want to sound as an Ononuga-ish now, using some strong words, it's a treasonable call and the like. But I think to summarize that what Turaki said, it's just a case of this is fakeless and irresponsible. If you have to call a man to come and do for you what it should be a routinal job in your own backyard, then something is wrong.
A rule set by the PDP says a letter that goes to the INEC must be signed by two prominent members, the chairman, the national secretary. The letter that went out didn't have the national secretary signing.
I think that was why Ayan was reacting, that he doesn't know anything about it.
And so that is not a Nigerian problem.
The name you were thinking of the other, I think, was Sule Lamido, the former governor of Jigawa State. So it just come to mind now. Sule Lamido. He tried to buy the form. Now, as I was saying, PDP, unfortunately, they've not just learned the art of being in the opposition. And that is why, really, the incumbent president now, he played that role at least to an extent. When I hear certain things from people, when he was in the opposition, Jonathan allowed this, he didn't. PDP are not done enough to demarcate this government. This is a government that is not doing excellently well. There are many loopholes, many lacunas that you can exploit, but they're not doing that.
We're talking insecurity in Nigeria now. Do you remember that the Jonathan government, President Jonathan, relieved the minister, the second Ndigbo son, to head the Nigerian? He relieved him of his job. And nobody is interrogating that. And this is an Ejirika who was giving the Boko Haramers a bloody nose.
He was doing a very good job until he was removed politically.
And you are wondering what happened.
Anyway,
the ever critical Nigerian listener will not interrogate that.
I will always say, I think if I quote Wale Soyinka at the point he said, amnesia, something like amnesia is a very good disease for mankind. We just don't.
But when amnesia becomes selective, you won't.
Well, I will go that way with you. But I still say this: the earlier the PDP realized that they are in the opposition and play the role very well. Because see, I've had some rhetoric, some narratives. Come 2027, not very far from, just 2 days away. Because if I reduce a year now to a day, just 2 days, almost half a day, Papa. There's going to be the APC government versus Nigerians. Fine, but I hope we realize that to get into power at any level in this country, there is still no room for independent candidacy. One.
Oh yeah.
So a party just must float a candidate.
And is it deliberate that we even though we claim we are aping the American type democracy, is it deliberate that we can't have room for an independent?
You know, everything Nigerian, we always add our own way of doing things. Because you think of a Senator Joe Lieberman in America for years and years, he ran as an independent, and he pulled crowd to the point that when he knows that, it's not going to be possible for me, when he becomes unassailable that he's going to get to the White House,
he bows out,
and one of the two big parties will now lobby him. Okay, come, give us your own people so that they will join us. But there is a room for independent candidacy, but here we don't have that, and it's really unfortunate. But we can go on with that. Let the PDP realize, and I think over time, I haven't taken time to look at the PDP critically well. For you to plead your position, for right now, who is the rallying point in PDP? Who is that person they defer to?
Okay, let me introduce this element into the discussion. Is our problem constitutional or attitudinal? We must go there.
Our problem is not only attitudinal, but it's even Nigerian. As if Nigerian is being in Nigeria now is a travesty of being a human being, as a mockery. Because everything that is done.
I am asking specifically because the 1999 Constitution, as contentious as it is, does not empower your governor or my governor to send anybody on pilgrimages, but we still do. That is one.
Mm-hmm.
That same Constitution tells you and I there shall be no state religion.
Mm-hmm.
But we have pushed religion to the front burner. It has become one of our major fault lines in this. Of
course,
country.
that is why we cede all our responsibility to divinity. And that's why when I have reason to discuss, I even tell kids, look, God will do it. God has done enough. So do what you should do. So when we resort to just God will do it, God will not do anything for us. I remember clearly, I think that was in 1995, there was this prime minister talks whereby the opposition will now also fire rebuttals. A journalist in the Model of Parliament in Britain made some statements that, okay, how do you think God will help Britain? Tony Blair corrected that, sorry, not that I'm an unbeliever, I'm an atheist, I'm a believer, but here we don't do God. He told him pointedly that we don't do God here. Because here logic prevails. Here we speak like men. When you get to church or other places, God is everywhere, but He will not do for you what you should do for yourself. That is why we have our minds. Train our minds and tackle human problems. Basic.
And a cynic once asked, if God created the mosquito, did He not know mosquito was going to be the greatest enemy in the animal kingdom to man?
Oh, definitely.
Because the mosquito, which brought malaria has killed more people across the world than all the wars in history.
True, very true. So if mosquito could be that lethal, how much more man that created in God's own image?
Okay.
Let's do more of thinking. And I was saying that
critical thinking. One
thing I think has eluded the PDP over time. Look, okay, let's flip the coin now. When the incoming president Asiwaju Bola Tinubu now, when he was in the opposition, and when as AC from AD to AC, ACN, just keep metamorphosing like that before they became APC, they at least did one thing right. They kept putting the government on their toes.
Yeah.
And one simple reason was that there was a central figure they defer to. That's why I pity any race, religion, ethnic group, party that will tell you that we are all kings here. One of the most sorry times in Israel history, I'm speaking Bible now, is you find that in one of the book of the Old Testament, Judges. Several places there you find everyone did as he liked, as he didn't fit in his own eyes, all because there was nobody coordination, nobody they all deferred to. And then Israel was chaos personified. And that is what happens when you have no one. Oh, we don't have a king. I don't need a king. You need someone that you all have once this person has spoken. So I was saying that when Asiwaju was in the opposition, to an extent, there are things that others, members would think twice. Baba is listening. No, we can't do this. But who is that rallying point right now in the PDP? That's why we have PDP just like a cacophony of noise right now. There's somebody that they are looking up to that can rein them in, call them to order. Stop this, stop that.
Moses, don't you think it was the same PDP that created Wike, who is giving them headaches today?
You've just reminded me of Frankenstein, written by Mary Shelley now, when he wrote the book about that monster that was created in the lab. And that monster now it consumed even the creator.
Oh, yeah.
I will sound a bit offensive in quote now, carefully I use that to many. Look, Wike is just that divisive figure. I mean, you either like him totally or you loathe him completely. There is really no middle ground for him.
Remember years ago, the same convention of the PDP was to have held at Port Harcourt.
True.
And there was the threat to remove it from Port Harcourt. And Wike said, more like, let me employ the street parlance. If them born una well, remove them from here. And nobody did. The thing held in Port Harcourt.
And the reason is simple.
Wike told them, I put Secondus there as chairman. I remove him.
The reason is simple. When a party leaves all this, what do you call now, paraphernalia of us, the points of power in the hand of one man, it becomes whatever it wants to be. And again, I was saying that for Wike like Tinubu, take a look at their political trajectory over the years. These are just two men. At least that's why they are still relevant till date. Whether they're in the opposition or in the ruling party, they stuck with that party. I tell anyone that cares to listen, whether you believe it or not, when you keep changing parties, you lose a bit. For every time you change a party, you lose steam. You lose a bit of. You may not know it.
Relevant.
That is it, and that's what is affected. I'm sure if, let me use the example now. His Excellency former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, if he had stayed in the PDP till now, I can imagine who
he would have become a godfather.
As you're about to say, he would have been someone that today, just his presence alone, will call everybody. He wouldn't have to say anything. But when you have to leave today because of, it shows that they don't stand for really. What do they really stand for? I think that is just the major problem the PDP is facing right now. If they had a rallying point, because let's face it, it's a party I respect a lot. At a point, I of course I don't have to go past on that, but I know that since the 90s, I voted PDP on several occasions. Until, of course, I'm not, and I don't stay put to one party. What you have to offer me, what aligns with my way of thinking, your ideology and mine, if they align, then I'll vote for you. But I can say it proudly that I had reasons to vote for PDP again and again at the federal level. But this is a party that has now become a shadow of itself, all because someone would just not be patient enough. And every leader sees beyond. When it's in your position, it takes time. Yes, nobody wants to be in the wilderness. Fine. But even when you're in the wilderness, they take time, they are temperate, they are measured. They know that it's a matter of time. The Democrats are out of power in America right now, but it's a matter of time. Trump will not be there forever. So and they even gauge theirs. Next year, I guess, there'll be the midterm elections. So let the Republicans know at the center that, look, you're not doing very well. And let's face it, the Democrats in America are gaining momentum now. Just the other day, Mandani won in New York, the very state of the president, a Democrat.
No, the Democrats
they are gaining steam.
Beat the Republicans
hands down in the last election they conduct, and the momentum may be carried over till next year. That would just tell the Republicans that get ready to lead the White House. That's how they play, and vice versa. When if by any means the Democrats occupy the White House again, you can rest assured that the Republicans will go back and regroup, and they always have a rallying point. That's my own. Why is it that for now, I think that's just the major problem with the PDP.
Is it an African problem or Nigerian problem?
Well, I don't want to say it's an African problem, because if I consider the ANC in South Africa, over time they've shown what it means to be a political party. Yes, when Becky felt it was all in all, a certain Zuma came from nowhere and swept him away. So it bears the semblance of a party. You can go on and on, but here in Nigeria, when you have men who don't really stand for what, you begin to wonder, what does this man really stand for? Oh, he just wants to be in power. It doesn't work that way. No.
Moses, let's find out if the listener has been pumped full enough to want to issue a rejoinder. How do you react to what we are discussing, dear listener? Political bedlam, factional PDP chairman calls Trump and others for help.
That's ridiculous.
What's your reaction to that? Let's go there. Okay, a first respondent is here. So I will.
Hello, good morning, citizen.
I greet you, sir. Welcome.
This is Charles from First.
Charles, welcome.
Citizen, so among all what is happening in Nigeria, what you decide to discuss is PDP matter.
You are not ready for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We say the agenda here.
The media sets the agenda, not the public.
I don't understand. I don't get that. I don't get that.
What does he want me to discuss? Which we have not
to discuss his wins and his caprices. What was that?
Hello, good morning to you.
Citizen Jones, good morning. Yes, it is John Jones. You set the agenda, nice one. Citizen Jones, I once told you something. Nigeria will get better only when someone like Citizen Jones start to present his programs without bias. All what is happening in Nigeria, what you choose to discuss is PDP.
No. You should have told me all what's happening in Nigeria are caused by me. Thank you.
Okay, maybe Charles, next time.
So we don't need the
I'll just say this to Charles. Charles, please, next time, you can always forward what you think we should talk about the following Saturday to us. Please do that, and we appreciate it. Thank you. I was saying.
Okay. I hope I can take him to task now. Charles says of what's happening. The Southeast region has been following the PDP for moons.
That's their favorite platform.
So what happened at the last election?
Well, Peter Obi outshone the PDP via the Labour platform. He beat them hands down.
So didn't you expect more than Abia to have been LP, Labour Party?
No. Look.
So what happened?
There is this eternal tussle between perception and reality. Sometimes we see something, we perceive something in a particular opinion. Anyway, it's a democratic world, so it sees that way. But we choose to understand that here we say the agenda one, and secondly, this PDP is too big for us to ignore.
I cannot because of the freedom of expression allow intemperate language.
No.
So you cannot.
No.
They say, my people say, if somebody won't curse you, if he takes a cup of wine, he says, don't let me call you stupid. And somebody else will say, he say don't drink. That's us.
But I would have preferred if you had said it in that your very phonetic language.
The man would rather prefer me talking about perhaps Nnamdi Kanu's issue. Or which other issue?
I don't understand that.
So if I discuss the PDP, the PDP is...
It's big enough a party for you to see. That's just it. We are concerned that they are not I mean tilt us. I don't have an affinity for the PDP. No. I'm concerned that a party that held sway, if there was a party that was truly a party, PDP was. If PDP drove ACN, CPC and Co to come together because they were so behemoth that no one could unseat them. So all the other parties just said, well, look, if we ever give them a run for their money in 2013, let's combine forces. They came together.
2004 in this country, the listener understands this. The PDP controlled more than 28 of the governors in this country. So what happened?
They were at the peak of their powers then. They were simply untouchable.
At what point did the PDP drop the ball?
As I've said, when you have people who don't really stand for something concrete, something immovable,
you fall for anything.
You fall for anything. That is the truth.
Let me see if the next listener.
Hello.
Hello, welcome, sir.
Hello, good morning, the radio man.
I greet you.
And I salute your guest there.
Good morning.
Before I said my thought, I think you pardon some of the callers. Certain agenda for you people at the radio station.
You should not. The media sets the agenda.
I know. I'm just trying to laugh over it. I don't think it's an advantage that you are giving to us. We even heard our own part of the story. And then we should not, I just want to beg with the callers and the listeners that we should not take this advantage for granted. It's an advantage. Some radio stations we choose not to even hear from the listener at all. But see, we just giving us this kind of advantages. It will be proper. Now going to engage the rules of the radio station. My name is Alabama. So I want to say this quickly. Sir,
10 seconds.
What is happening in the PDP is a concern to yes, I'm an APC member, but I want party that will give wrong for our money. And then we are going to win. We are going to win.
before they
Alaba understand where you're going.
Yeah, Alaba, before they accuse me of promoting APC.
You know what he just said now comes to mind, that he wants a formidable opposition, which, look, I'm a football buff, and I'm not sorry to say this, my students know this, friends know this. At a time when Catalonia were hell-bent on just leaving Spain, and that meant, I'm talking the region where Barcelona holds sway now, that will mean that even if Catalonia should get their independence, then there will be no Barcelona again in Spain. They have to go and form their leagues, playing against some small unknown teams like that, Girona, whatever. Even Madrid, the other big club in Spain, Real Madrid, they were concerned. At the point they said, even if Catalonia will never exist, they will still have Barcelona. And like we have in England, there are some teams in Wales, some Welsh teams that play in the Premiership, English Premiership. We've had Swansea City, we have Cardiff City and the like. They are based in Wales, but they play in England.
You know, during the newspaper headline, I dropped what the Nigerian coach said. Saying Juju with DRC.
Sorry, so this is Juju or you?
Calabar man, if you don't like that one, say voodoo make us lose. Voodoo make us lose going to the World Cup. If you brought that here, somebody will try to link it to abduction and what have you.
Well, of course, now.
As if it should not concern me that for many years now, I cannot remember when a Nigerian referee officiated at a match on the continent.
If that one should not give our football house something to think about, then nothing else will. So as I was saying, Madrid just felt the real opposition, that's in the real formidable team that gives us rough money. If they leave, this league becomes so watery. So also PDP not doing what is expected of them in the opposition because they just wanted to be in power is the reason we have right now APC is like the peak of their powers. They have virtually everything within their grip.
Moses, the listener wants to talk, so we give him or her a voice. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephen. Yes, I'm Moses, my friend. This is what we're calling from the
president. I greet you especially.
Mr. Jones, let me just go a bit to what the chairman of PDP said. Calling America.
No, hold on. Fractional chairman, because the
personal chairman, personal chairman. Let me use that. Citizen Jones, if your fellow man pass you, he will call, maybe God. If we can pass the man, he will call, not the American president.
Okay, American president are God. From that.
No. For the man, he may reach God again. God will go far now. Okay. So now American president, so no blame too much. No son to pass you, what do you do? You think Nigeria, God will call for everything. Okay. So I agree to now.
You know, Sabi book, you call God. Your soup no grease sweet because you no put salt, you call God.
Our grandma used to pray for us. I don't really do.
Obi, thank you.
You kind of want to eat when Obi is giving his point. Otherwise, you would joke. But really, I think we are attaining a very ridiculous dimension where soon, if care is not taken, insecurity, insurgency in Nigeria, Trump. Now PDP is calling. Soon, if we want to warm our houses or name our kids, we may even have to call on Trump to come and, it's getting that ridiculous. PDP, please, in the name of everything good, you have the structure. There's hardly any place in Nigeria you go political people, you won't feel their presence.
I have another listener. This noise now. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, it's my food, hello? You see, what is your weekend?
Please help this noise. Stay away from your...
It's my food, the order of my food is in the food. I'm responsible.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, weekend that we saying what is weekend now? Is it local or
are you
ready to me? I understand that weekend is
No. How can you say that when the PDP just expelled him? Okay, PDP go expel somebody for APC. I beg, talk to the left.
Okay, listen. Now, he's working for APC.
Oh, really?
destroying PDP. You don't want the PDP to stand so that the APC will have the upper hand.
Thank you. 60 seconds out.
You know what? I put it this way. I think we make mountains out of molehills in this part of the world.
And we look for excuses.
At the point when Obasanjo when he was in charge, when he was president, when he presided over the affairs of the country, Obasanjo he saw virtues in Bola Ige, who was then in the opposition party, and he brought him to government.
Yeah.
So are we that we contest elections? Does that make Peter Obi a Togolese now or Atiku Ghanaian? No, they are still Nigerians. If the president or whoever's in charge sees virtue in them and he calls on them to come and serve for them and they agree, I don't think there's any big deal in this, honestly.
In America, if we truly wanted to copy our democracy type from Americas, recall that President J.F. Kennedy appointed his younger brother,
Robert Kennedy,
Attorney General.
Yes.
So, if not here, if I break the egg.
Take Italy, 4-time world champions. I mean, at the highest level, the World Cup now. At the point, Cesar Maldini, the coach then, had his son Paolo Maldini as the captain. And Italy got as far as it wasn't even at the final of the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
So, competence should be the name of the game. Look, as I've said, the more you jump from one party to another, the less you become powerful, as in you vitiate. Yep.
All right. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, greet
you. This is Babaji.
Babaji, welcome.
Greet me too now.
Yeah.
In the studio.
Yeah. Okay, I greet your guest.
I greet you too.
The opposition, honestly, we need a very vibrant opposition from PDP, if you ask me, even the Labour. But the situation whereby, if you are playing a football match, just my opinion, and if you have a referee that is biased, what do? Because the situation whereby the security will use tear gas under Jonathan, I don't see a situation whereby if you are protesting as an opposition, for example, they will use tear gas on you. That is why the opposition, to me personally, they wanted to play opposition role. But the situation whereby the center, they are in charge of security, they are in charge of everything, they don't allow you. What do? That is the question I ask. Thank you.
Thank you.
Food for thought from Babaji. But may I let Babaji know that when you play opposition, a reasonable government has no reason to oppose. In fact, it's constitutional. But because government, in a way, could be ubiquitous, as in they see beyond, they have the state apparatus to know. Let me just make a detail briefly to what happened in Britain just last year. 5 of them, they planned a protest in just July last year. You can Google it if you are listening. They wanted to protest against things, but everything bordering on climate change, climate this, climate that. But the government then, I think shortly before Sunak left power, he apprehended them. A protest that has not even taken place. But before the protest even saw the light of the daylight,
gathered steam.
They apprehended those 5 men and they even sent them to, they prosecuted them and they jailed them. You can Google it if you are listening. Now you wonder, but even the protest didn't take place. Now, what they took to court against those men was that the means by which they wanted to go about the protest was going to harm the British state. And because government knew already ahead of time, they apprehended those 5 men. Some of them got as much as 5 years imprisonment for a protest that never even saw the light of the day.
All right, another listener is here. So I'd say good morning to you. Okay, go on.
So I was saying that President Jonathan was not as weak as people saw him then. But President Jonathan, Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, or those that came before APC, they had reasons to accommodate protest because they surely would know. Government knows your next move. If that's what you want to hear. They knew that this protest is not aimed at toppling the government. They knew that.
Hey, listener, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Welcome.
I greet you. I greet your message today.
I greet you.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you. See, all I want to ask now is that if we take a couple of citizens don't protest now, it's body language activities. And if PDP have the right on their convention, which they did Now they are having their chairman. Then there is another option now. Small going to take over the secretariat. Then there is the government selling out the secretariat. If not that Wiki is a true politician or the opposition, that is my own question. Thank you, sir.
I got his question, but let me just see from the judicial point of view. I'll put on my lenses now and see things from the judicial point of view. I plead with the NJC and everything judicial in Nigeria, the respondents, please work with care in this aspect. Don't let these politicians soil you, because we had 2 or 3 conflicting judgments before this convention. The Federal High Court said one thing.
No. And the
controverted by the another state high court.
And the court pronouncements came from courts of equal jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So no politician thought of going to a higher court to seek a vacation.
As Yorubas will put it, politicians are oloshe. They will stain you. So the white garment you are putting on judiciary, we are still learning to trust some things about. We are building. Some of us are renewing our trust. But please stay away from this muddy, this rough fight of politicians, because they will sell you. They will. So let the judiciary take caution, please.
Another listener is there. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I greet you.
My name is Sigit again.
Welcome.
So what I want to say is that Wike has said that he stands for Bola Tinubu of APC and is in PDP. So what do you expect him to do for PDP? And you expect PDP to throw their hand and allow you to follow Bola Tinubu of APC when PDP intends to field a presidential candidate? Ayo Fayose has already taken side with the sitting governor of Ekiti State of APC and is pretending to be in PDP. And people are saying that yes, it's the part of PDP. It's the part of PDP. Every opposition is government in waiting. That is what we know in democracy. Not that the ruling party will hijack other parties, not giving them petty space. It's not done that way. During Jonathan, they nurtured all the parties. In fact, the federal government we are giving money to parties to stand. Why is this APC want to kill all the political parties? It's not good. These people are journalists should take it as it is. Because when the problem will come, it will continue to us.
I'll answer that quickly. I maintain and I stay on this point for as long as I can. If PDP had a rallying point, I imagine an article. I've still been in PDP and been there over time, consistently there. Can a Wike do this before an article? Not possible.
The last caller has, maybe he just elected to behave like, as the Yoruba will say the knife don't cut the picking hand.
And you're not throwing away the knife, throwing the knife away. It has done the damage already.
Yeah. I said the PDP sent delegates from only 17 states.
Because they've become factional, like they've become
out of 36.
They've been broken.
Hold on, 4 governors have said no to what they did at Ibadan. Nasarawa governor, Plateau governor, Osun governor, Rivers State governor.
Yeah.
So, is that an APC wahala?
Let's travel back in time. When Obasanjo swept...
Hold on. Senator Samuel Ayang, National Secretary of the PDP, had an initial wahala.
PDP too.
Factional.
Factional PDP, yeah.
So, the problem between Anyanwu and the PDP was caused by the APC.
Now, I go back memory. Let me just go back 2 and 3. When Obasanjo, in his wisdom...
The listener wants so-called brave and fearless journalist. I am trained. I'm a trained journalist.
We don't by any means take sides.
I'm a trained journalist. I'm not an OAP. I'm a broadcaster.
For 50 years and counting. If we go back...
No, hold on. Make we tell the listener, the last listener. In Rwanda, an OAP, not a trained broadcaster, went on air and said...
Was reckless.
Made a reckless statement, and close to 1 million people were killed.
No,
they didn't die. They were killed.
Yeah, it was genocide. Now, I was saying that when Obasanjo in his sagacity, give it to that man any time. When he ensured that...
As we were taught, the journalist stands in the middle of a problem to look at all sides and present it.
True. Obasanjo ensured that PDP became untouchable. Okay, in 1999, they won the president at the center, won some states, then AD, the real opposition party, had some states. But by 2003, Obasanjo had perfected the strategy, and they grabbed virtually all states, same Lagos. But you know what the opposition did then? They regrouped, and they had one man they were looking up to. It is just normal. And in no time, they got back what they lost. But who is that person that will be the central figure for PDP today? That's my problem with PDP, honestly.
Recall that former President Obasanjo attacked OD in Rivers State, and that city, that town was almost wiped out. Would you call that a Nigerian problem?
Well,
did the party order him to do that?
Well, then I can answer. So for me, let's put it this way. I still want the PDP to please put, because for real, they are just about the only party you can think of as being real opposition, but they are not doing a good job at all. Labour, as I've said, flatter to deceive. And one problem with Labour is that they seem to have two faces. Right. Are they a pressure group or a political party?
All right, let me take another listener here. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I
greet you too. We greet you too.
Okay, but PDP problem, what I want to say is this time of Jonathan, I think there was a protest, and nobody gathered them or dropped them away. This time of Jonathan, all of them, they were coming for Obama to come and save Nigeria. When the government of Jonathan. Jonathan,
you have that good authority?
Sir?
You have that on authority that called Obama
to come and save Nigeria?
Yes.
No. Yes. Maybe everywhere in your house, not in the Nigerian state.
Okay, let us call. Let us prove me wrong.
Okay.
So when you protest now, they will pursue who is turning the country to one party station. Who is turning this party now to one party station?
State.
Okay.
Yes.
Good question. Look, as I was saying, I'll go back to the Britain example I gave the other time. The government is not unaware of what a protest is or a veiled anarchy. They know. Look, since 2020, say whatever you have to say. Personally, I lost so many things because of NSAS. NSAS started on a very good note, but today I'm still trying to put back my life. Lost libraries, lost bookshops and I wasn't in government.
Moses, let me even go there. You hear people will tell you, regale you with the news that under Jonathan a bag of rice was how much? 7,000 naira.
500, yeah.
Do Nigerians remember that under the late Sonny Abacha a bag of rice was 500 naira? How many people could buy them?
Look. I find it distasteful. I find it distasteful and reductionist when we reduce ourselves to just food, a bag of rice. I think that is just too banal for me. Now I maintain this since 2020 and going for not even peculiar to Nigeria alone. Take a look at a trend of all protests now. They seem to end up in chaos, lives being lost. That should not be the aim of any protest. No government will sit idle and you come and destroy or wipe them out. If you want a government out, please go. Your thumb is powerful enough. Vote them out, not through illegal means. Since 2020,
all right, Moses,
all government in power have reasons to be wary of anything they call protest today.
I want you to use the next 60 seconds. Close your account here.
All right.
Bedlam, political bedlam. Factional PDP chairman calls for Trump and others to come and help.
PDP, please listen. If you give Nigerians the real platform as the opposition party, our democracy will become even more beautiful. Will become embellished, will become the envy of Africa and even the world. But if you still choose to be puerile, childish, you still want to be disgruntled, and because you don't know what needs to be in your position, calling another government to come and solve your internal crisis.
As if that government no get internal their own problems.
The panacea, just one. Please let one man take the bull by the horn. Have enough testicular fortitude. Come up and be the central figure in PDP. If there is somebody they all defer to, in no time, they will come back together and they will give APC a run for their money.
And of course, my way of ending is simply this. the Nigerian, everyday Nigerian must be careful so that a politician will not adopt populism and political opportunism, according to the Oyinbo man, to change the narrative in the country.
PDP
I just talked about Cameroon. The opposition leader in Cameroon declared himself president some days ago.
I hope he's not going the Abiola way.
I don't know. I don't know. So